to the weird, wonderful world of 360-degree action cams. I get a lot of questions about my camera gear, so figured you might be interested in this latest toy. A 360 cam that films absolutely everything. So you can just choose where to point the camera when editing the footage. The result? Very cool angles, strange effects, and drone-style footage. This was just the first ride with the Insta360 One X, so here are some initial impressions. I'll follow up with a full review when I get to know the camera better. First up, the camera is very compact and the extendable carbon fibre selfie stick is invisible while filming. Extras, I got this 3 metre selfie stick for imitating drone footage and this motorcycle bundle. See the alloy bracket? I put it on top of the helmet. Here is my first filming attempt. Apart from pointing the camera anywhere you want, you can also zoom in and out. The further you zoom out, the more you start to get a drone-like effect, although trees start to curve in a weird way. Riding in a group will be great fun with this camera, especially as you pass or get overtaken by others. It films in 5.7K, which provides great detail for most shots, although when zoomed all the way in, the quality does drop a little, especially in lower light conditions like this. I expected the editing process to be tricky, but the software is really simple to use and you can re-edit the same footage to get different angles too. Care is needed when using the mounts. I didn't properly tighten them, so you can hear a fair bit of knocking noise here. What I really like about the camera so far though is the ability to get drone-like shots. This 3 metre carbon fibre pole fits in the backpack but extends out to 3 metres. I can't afford a decent drone and I've seen the huge amounts of time needed to learn how to film with them effectively. And they take so long to set up and pack up. I think my riding buddies would kill me. This setup lets you get close to the bikes or trees and can mimic a drone shot quite well if you have steady hands. You get similar shots from the smaller selfie stick that comes with the Insta360 One X. These are some shots taken on an adventure ride, and again I was blown away at how simple this is compared to a drone. I didn't even bother stopping the bike to set up the camera, but just had it shoved down the front of my jacket. Every time I saw something worth filming, I just whipped it out and started filming. Although I don't recommend trying to extend the pole while riding. So there's plenty to like about the Insta360 One X, especially compared to its main rival, the GoPro Fusion. The Insta360 is smaller, lighter, higher resolution, and a slow motion capability. The editing process and software is much easier to use, and most importantly, it's cheaper. But what's not to like? Well, the mics don't cope with wind noise. Have a listen to this. And the wind noise reduction in the software didn't help much at all. I have put sticky tape over the mics, which helps a lot, but of course now the sound quality has dropped. I'll keep experimenting and report back in the full review. The viewing screen is tiny. If you have perfect eyesight, you can read it, but I don't want to carry my reading glasses on a dirt ride. The Insta360 isn't waterproof, unlike the GoPro. That doesn't worry me, but you'll need the waterproof case for water sports. Also, the two lenses are very exposed. You need to be very careful not to scratch or damage them. Hopefully Insta360 will soon provide some protective covers that won't affect image quality. No doubt I'll find more pros and cons over time, but so far I'm stoked with this little camera, and it's small enough to take everywhere and just film everyday stuff. So we've taken it for a spin in the car, It's light enough, even with the fully extended selfie stick, to just hold in your hand while riding and get some crazy angles going. And speaking of crazy angles, you get this weird little Earth effect when you fully zoom out. I googled around and there's plenty of weird stuff to experiment with. I'll see what I can come up with when I do a full review in the near future.